Hey, what's going on, YouTube? My family and my friends. Excellent Dreams here, back with another exclusive video for you today. Let me go ahead and copy my invite link. All right, all right. I'm just about to do they can't hear this. If she can, then I'll stop it. This lady just wants me to remote into her computer and help her with something. Hey, hey, hey.
How are you?
I'm just great. I'm just great.
Good. Um, you tired?
No.
You been ripping and running tonight?
I had to go to the Kroger's to pick up a few things so that I can get my burgers tonight.
Gotcha. Hold on just a second. Now, see, nobody didn't want to do the class.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay. So y'all don't seem interested, I don't have to waste an hour or 2 hours of my time tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
it kind of just threw me for a loop because I was like, last night there was a few people that seemed interested, and now
Mhm.
and now I guess with Russeline and all of her doubts that she just threw on there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is like, oh, whoa. I don't know if that's the way to go. And I'm sitting up here thinking like, wow, we're talking about a one-time setup fee of $15 to set up your Etsy, and
Mhm.
then 20 cents to list your item for 4 months. Man, I just had to place that video on there because when I had my Etsy, I made over $34,000 in the 2 years that I was on Etsy.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about real in your sleep money. Once you upload the digital file to Etsy,
Mhm.
Etsy is its own marketplace. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if the design is hot, if people are searching for it, if your search engine optimize search engine optimization is correct, man, there's been plenty of times to where throughout the night, all I heard was shishing, shishing,
Wow.
shishing. And one night, my girl was like, babe, you're gonna have to cut that thing off. It's shishinged all throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? And I
Wow.
woke up. Imagine waking up and you already made $300 in your sleep.
Wow.
So for all the doubt that is floating around Etsy and people getting their shop closed and all of that, what does that stop you from actually saying, well, let me try it as well? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it can't hurt, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not I'm not telling people it's a requirement. Like, you know what I mean? None of this stuff is a requirement, but at the end of the day, I've done it already and I have proven that it works. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm. It's been tested.
it's been tested.
Mm-hmm.
Not only by me, but by others as well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Etsy is not a scam, if I got my shop taken down, I was testing the waters. When I say
Mhm.
testing the waters, um, nowadays you don't know what's necessarily copyrighted until you decide, okay, I'm gonna post this. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I did not know that I couldn't recreate my own renditions and art of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, like, you know what I'm saying? And put it a digital file for people to download and make the shirts. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, but I see other creators
That's what makes it difficult.
putting up prints,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
created their own rendition
yeah.
and put up Prince and Tupac and all of them. And I'm like, what is the difference?
But what's the difference? So what I believe it is, like you know what I'm saying, is we have secret haters out there, secret
Mm-hmm.
haters out there who may be whistleblowers to something they don't even need to whistleblow on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then that brings up the question of, well, we gonna flag it anyway. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went through there like after I got my first couple of copyright strikes from Etsy. I went through there with a fine tooth comb and questioned every design I had put up, because I
Mm-hmm.
had uh funny renditions of like 7 Up,
Yeah.
and it was like trying to get 8 Up or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the play on words. I've done the parodies, the parodies of the brands, thicker than a Snicker, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even use the word snicker. I used snicker, SNICKA, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And they flagged that, and I'm sitting up here thinking like it can't be this serious. I just watched a video on T-shirt help desk, and he was showing the same type of things that you can do to get around that if you were trying to create a Barbie shirt or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's neither
yeah.
here nor there.
Well, I'm glad you shared that because I was wondering, like, how can some people put different, franchise things up without a license and why some people had to?
Yeah,
Because I've heard a lot of people losing their Etsy shop, and that has been my drawback
right,
from creating one
right.
is
I get it.
you just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm. I I would say this to anybody that is deterred, you use it as a learning step. Um, there's other marketplaces out there, and Tanya know about more of the marketplaces than I do. I was doing so well on Etsy, I never even looked at another one. You know what I mean?
gotcha.
And I had once you start creating all of your listings, I had all of my listings tied into all of my YouTube videos. I've had
Mm.
listings on Rhinestone University all throughout my page. So to actually like have 3 or 4 different stores, I felt
Mhm.
like that would be confusing to the people. So I kept everything on Etsy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Crazy. Well, thank
crazy.
you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that because I that was going to be one of my questions is, what can we do to not lose our Etsy shop if we created one?
Just make sure everything that you do is 100% original.
Okay.
Not a playoff, not a parody. You know, I redid. I just posted it in the group. I redid Silk Sonic's album cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know like I didn't. I did not know that renditions fall into copyright. You know what I'm saying? I thought that a rendition meant that okay, this is a fresh new original work, and I only use that for inspiration. I only use it for inspiration, and then I
Mm-hmm.
created this and did this. But it's the image and likeness. It's the image and likeness part. It's the name. It's
Mm-hmm.
the trademark name. They might have trademarked that album cover to the point to where don't even say the words from the album cover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But
Don't even
if you had your own website that's not Etsy, just your own built website, you could sell that on there?
I still don't think you can because they have I'm gonna rename the term fishers. They have fishers out there that are searching and fishing the web,
Mm-hmm.
for this type of content.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I think where the great line came in into play was when Straight Outta Compton came out. When the movie Straight Outta Compton came out, there was shirts. There was a wave of
Yes.
designs that said straight out of New York, straight out of
Mm-hmm.
Miami, straight out of whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
and with that boom of that resurgence, it drew it drew a dark line in the sand of what people believe is free game and what people don't know uh is free is able to be touched. If you look, what's it called, domain,
Yeah, the domain. Uh-huh.
the the common domain.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in there, it'll let you know what's all has dropped off, and it's now available to use.
Oh,
uh
okay.
yeah, so people here.
Because my friend just bought a template off of Etsy of Malcolm X.
Right, right.
Martin Luther King.
That's what's so that's what's so crazy. My Martin Luther King designs, my Malcolm X designs, those type of designs, they didn't get touched. They didn't get touched. You know?
Oh,
So I'm sitting up here thinking, like, so what's the difference between Biggie and Tupac? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
so
Or Nipsey or whatever his name is.
or Nipsey. This one
Yeah.
right here, this Nipsey lived on Etsy the entire time. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, wow. So I really don't know. As much as I've read up on copyright, and as much as I make sure that I'm not doing anything copyright, Etsy didn't even tell me why they closed my shop. If any time before that they said, okay, yeah, we're doing a copyright strike on you, and it's for this item, you know what I'm saying? This is the company, that said, that you're infringing on the copyright, so we need you to take it down, or they just take it down automatically. When they
Mm.
closed my shop, I did not get any of that. I just woke up one morning and it was closed. I was like, well, oh, I'll be damned. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't get an
Yeah.
explanation or nothing. And then I tried to go for an appeal, and
They wasn't hearing it.
they wasn't hearing it. They didn't even give me. They didn't even explain why my appeal was invalid. I was like, wow, wow, okay. It was fun while it lasted. Like, you know what I'm saying. And then
Mhm.
I moved on to my Patreon. You know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I moved on to a place where I can go in there and post designs for my people. And then you have to be actually a member of my Patreon to get access to those designs. So they're not even they're accessible. Half of them, they can see them and they're like, oh yeah, I'll purchase that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
if you're an actual member, then you got free designs that are popping up in there, every couple of days. And then I have my exclusive paid ones as well. So I was like, okay,
So, question. So, just like the Malcolm X that you created the other day,
right.
do your patrons do we have can we sell those? I mean, do we have the license to sell those or
You
no?
you have the license. So when any of my designs, you have the license to create the shirts and or create the transfer, you know,
Okay.
um, and sell the shirts and or the transfer, but not the actual design file. The design file is to be used for you to create the garment and in turn make money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. So if I
That
want to sell templates off of it, I can.
right.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I said 15 minutes of your time.
No, no.
So look, I am still fooling with this darn parrot and I'm ready to put it to bed.
Okay.
So I need you to eyeball it for me. And I tried to put it on a mock-up like you showed me, but something wasn't acting right. the page thing wasn't acting right. So, and then I found the little beak part, and so I need to figure out how, because I didn't know what it was. It was a color. I'm like, what is this little dot? And because when I zoomed out all the way out on the page, I found it, and I enlarged it, and now I can't get it back in. So um, I just need 15 minutes of your time to just kind of look at this, and let's put it to bed, and show me how to put it up on the mock-up.
Okay.
So let me share my screen. Okay, send request.
Boom.
Okay,
Also,
can you see my screen?
not yet.
Okay.
Share it again. Sometimes it takes twice.
Okay. There we go. Share.
So real quick. So the video that I shared in the messenger, I posted that video to show the stats and to show everything that can be accomplished on Etsy, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that video now because I don't have access to my Etsy anymore, so that's why I had to post that video to show people, okay, like this is what it looks like, when you actually have an Etsy shop and it's rocking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you putting it up, because I'm sure there's a lot of value in it.
It is.
So yeah, I'm gonna go and watch it in a little bit, just because I do want to. My intentions was to have already created my Etsy shop. I was gonna go in and do it today, and I got tied up and didn't get a chance to do it. But oh yeah, and I want to let you know, thank you for hooking me up with Matt.
Matthew, yeah.
Yes, because he reached back out to me, and he told me, he said there's no charge for raised people. And
Right.
I'm like, really? He says, yeah. He said, I'm doing this for Ray. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, so
So here's how that relationship came about. Um, there's so many people joining Rhinestone University every day, and they're popping in there, and it's okay, that's why I created the group. I created the group for people to get in there and do their thing. If you find a lane in there to make money off of, so be it. Like, you know what I mean? So
yep.
Matthew got in the group and he started posting his designs, his designs, and I just asked him, I said, what software are you using? He was like, Sierra Hotfix. I was like, bang, I got another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got another trainer that teaches another software.
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
was like, I mean, that's how all of these relationships came about. Like Tanya teaching Silhouette. Once I seen she was teaching Silhouette, I was like, this is university, Tanya, I need you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got our algebra class over here, you know what I'm saying? We got our calculus class over here, you know what I'm saying? We got our trigonometry class over here,
Yep.
I need you.
Yeah.
Same way with Alv, same way with there's one guy I reached out to and he said he was too busy to do it. So I just left him Matthew Popolo. I forget, he got a weird last name, like, you know what I mean, but he's still in there doing his thing as well. So when I seen Matthew was doing something different than what I was doing, I was like, okay, I know people that ask about this Sierra Hotfix. So
Mhm,
every time somebody asks about Sierra Hotfix, I don't know how to use it. So
mhm.
I send it to him. And he's doing it for free. That's my guy. You know what I mean?
That is doing it for free. Because well, you know me, I'm gonna, because my whole thing is, and like I said one day, I don't think nothing, people just don't do stuff for free no more, and you just can't expect for, and especially when somebody's, giving their time, you
Right.
need to pay, and that's basically our craft. You're paying us for our time.
Right.
And so, and I just don't believe in freeloading and stuff like that because knowledge is not free. And so, I don't mind doing what I need to do, you know, to get where I need to be.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. So I confirm that I know and trust this user. Yes, I approve. And so yeah, so when I told him, I'll be, glad to, to compensate him for his time. And he says no. He says, Ray people, I'm not charging anything for race people. And I'm like, wow.
I'm I'm gonna reach out to him because I,
Please do.
I did not know that he was doing that, you know.
Please do.
So
Yeah.
so that's good. He's a follower as well, I see.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So let me just zoom in. I'm just zooming in. Now we can close this off right here if you would like to, but I sort of like the aesthetic
I
of
like
it.
it. It looks like a broken branch, really.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
Where
Yeah.
did this piece right here come from?
That piece right there I found. Yeah, it was just a little color. And I'm like, what is this? And so I enlarged it and that goes over the eye. Because remember, because we was talking about doing sublimation. I'm like, okay, well, sublimation is not gonna, it's not gonna print white.
Right, right, right.
And so, yeah, and so I'm glad I found that piece.
Okay, this is looking good.
Yeah, I, went through and trying to equal space and do all those things for it to
No,
look
you
good.
cleaned it up real nice.
But I'm ready to put it to bed. So I
Okay.
want to. Oh, that one is on that.
I'm just gonna grab it and just move it in just a little bit if I can. Let me see here.
Wait a minute. Oh, so let me tell you what I did. Ungroup it. I need to ungroup it.
Okay, thank you.
I grouped it.
Ungroup all. There we go. Now we can zoom in, zoom in. Remember, the more you zoom in, the more control you get over it. That way we can just get that right in there. And this little piece right here, so we have like little divots right there. We can go in there if we want to and double click on the black. Was it the black? Let's see here. Those are your nodes. Okay. Okay. I was like, hold on, why? Divot. I see it. Okay, those are the nodes. So my
Yeah.
nodes, which one is this? What you got? Which Coreldraw you got?
The latest version 2025.
Okay. Hmm. So that's one thing that I'm gonna have to because like right now, we double click on it, we see the nodes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of lit because your nodes pop up larger than mine.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I need to turn my nodes up. But you haven't even went in there and touched anything, have you, as far as
No.
size or anything?
No. Mm-mm.
Interesting. Interesting. Maybe
Nope.
it's my screen resolution. I don't know, but your nose came up big, and that's a good thing. You got this one right here. We can just move this up a
Move
hair.
that up front.
She said, I'm ready to put this to bed.
I am.
Right here. I'll probably that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Like right here, I'll probably add a few more. See how you got these going all the way up to the edge?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go here on this one, delete this one and this one, and then we'll equal space it on down. Equal space. Well, let me move this up a little bit, and then let's equal space it right here. Add a stone. That's too close. Let's take one away. Shift and clear the path. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on.
What happened?
Undo. And we just go in there, click on the line and delete it.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened there.
Weird stuff.
I probably hit the wrong button. I guesstimated on my keyboard. I didn't even look down at it. So I probably held the wrong key altogether.
And I thought I lost it. I was so scared because I left it open and my computer shut down on its own and didn't save it. And that may be a lot of what I see now is that it didn't save a lot of my work. And I was so glad I went back in there and found it. I'm like, I know darn well I didn't lose this.
Let me undo this because I know I looked down at the computer that time and I did a shift and clear the path. We'll try it on another one here in just a second. All right. Okay, so if we're cutting this out, if we're getting this ready to get cut out, we're
Mm-hmm.
going to select. Here's what I like to do. We're gonna move this off to the side. And we can select the whole design and jump right into our templates.
So, question before you do that.
Okay.
Can I close where that beak is? Can I close that piece off and not that one on the parrot? So
Yeah.
can I close like right there in the middle? Can I put a line there and close it off and let that beak be black?
Which part you talking about?
That right there, that part. Yeah.
This whole piece right here. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to, that means you're gonna take the stones out of it.
No, I want to leave the stones in. I want it white, well, just a different color around the eye, but the beak, I want it black.
So you'll be putting black stones there then.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move the stones out first. So select all that same size and color, and we're going to edit. Just nudge them over. Boom. Look, let's nudge them over a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom. Now we're going to take and zoom in here, and we're going to close it off right here. You say,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
let's get a little fancier with it then, and we're going to double close it off so that it's thick, just like the part around it.
Okay.
So we're gonna, uh-oh. Shape tool. Here we go. Freehand tool, 3-point curve. Boom. Okay, so right here, there. Come on, let go. Boom. Like so. And then like so. And then we can smart fill it in. Oh, that one, okay. Do 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 do. There we go. And we're going to use that.
Okay.
We're gonna hold shift. We're gonna chop through this cream back here. So select them both and we're going to trim it out. Boom. So now we can see if we move that. Oh, I must have did it twice. Okay. Let's move that. There we go. I'm gonna control Z it back into place. And I'm going to nudge it up so that it's out the way. Boom. And I need to go in there and get those lines that I just drew. So they're right there. You got them both. You can see the nodes on both of them. Let's delete them. And now we're going to bring back down that black area, nudge it back down, and we're going to weld it to this part right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Boom. Hold shift. Let's get this black right here. And then we weld it. Boom. You see all of the extra little lines and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Weld it again. Uh-oh. Let's move this over here.
Okay.
Weld it again. Boom. You're going to see some of them go away. Okay. Let's weld it again. Okay. So it's already welded as good as it can be welded. Let's zoom in. We're going to just double click. And then we can go in there and just get all of that out of there. That's where the two pieces met together. And when you welded them, if you know anything about welding, it may be somewhat rough. It may be rough in the weld from where the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's joined.
Where the two pieces merge together.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just go in there and we're just getting out the little excess.
Okay.
So I noticed. Look, I didn't notice that till a year or so after I was doing my designs, and I sent the design to the cutter, and the cutter is doing some stuff like, and I'm like, what is going on? Why is that happening? And then a day or so later, after that, I was like, oh, it was all these little cuts in the vinyl where it was trying to cut that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because it's still going to be in the cut if you don't get it out of there. All right. So now, right here, now I would just, to make it easier, I would just delete it.
Okay.
So now we have our two separate, oh, that's for the eyeball. Let's make that blue for now.
Okay.
It's all the way over here. Okay. So now I would just fill these back in. Remember, it was all one piece. We just separated it. So now, let's see here. Hold on. I can make it a little better. Let's double click and take that node out. Get that curve in there, right there. And then, let's see about this one. Okay. Okay, cool. Wow. Now let's smart fill it. That's our black. Notice it has the outline on it. We can go.
But that under that other black, it's gonna merge into there, isn't it?
Yes. So look, we have it right here. Remember, if we right click on it, we have the outline. If we right click on the black, it just merges. I mean, if you're printing it out.
It's not gonna look good.
Hold on, check it out. Okay. You may have to make it a different shade.
That's better.
Yeah. You may have to make it a lighter shade. And then we'll smart fill this area in as well. And we'll go, come on. We'll go back with cream right there. And then this part as well.
Great. Yeah.
And I guess that'll be
right. That's better.
Right.
Much better. Okay. Like it. I love it.
So now let's put all the stones back in there. Same size, same color. And nudge it over. Boom, boom. Send it to the front. And then, of course, we'll just change these. Oh, I'm so ready to get out of this apartment and into a house. Somebody fire alarm was going off yesterday. And if you've
No.
ever lived in an apartment and the fire alarm is going off for too long, you sitting up there thinking like, oh my God,
Yeah.
what is going on? What is going on? Like, even
Yeah.
though I got renter's insurance, blah, 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 I still don't want to lose all my shit.
I know, right? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you work hard for your little coins, you know.
talking about, I'm talking about like the check that they gonna cut me, like you know what I mean, is not gonna this is not gonna replace all of this stuff. Nor none of the memories that go with it.
Exactly. Did y'all ever find out what was going on with the birds the other night?
So I wish I had a better we all wish we had better landlords, like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh I messaged him and was like, I messaged him at 11 something that night and was like, there's birds in the basement. Or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me no no let me get it verbatim. So I ain't making nothing up. Hold on. And the next day they stopped. So
Hmm.
hold on, this is what I said. There's baby birds in the basement. I can hear them in the vents.
Mm-hmm.
He never replied. He never say, okay, I'll take care of it tomorrow or whatever. He seen it, and
Mm-hmm.
and now the next day I never heard any more birds. So I
Oh,
guess he wouldn't took care of it, without communicating that back to me, which is a simple, okay, I'll handle it. Like, you know what I mean?
exactly.
So so
Crazy.
to each his own, to each his own. I messaged him and never got a response, but they're not chirping anymore. So I guess he took care of it or they died or whatever. I don't know.
Well, you let him know.
Yeah, I did let him know. Now, right here, did you want this part right here to be black as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna grab all of those. I'm gonna nudge them out twice because I know nudging them out once will sit them right here on the wing. Even though that's the only color, we could just go in there and do the same thing we did, but I don't like it overlapping like that.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna zoom in, zoom in. We're gonna wait a minute. I think there's colors there actually. Okay, it's not. So let's just do it like this. Let's just delete this whole piece. Boom. All right. And then let's just smart fill it so that it's smooth, one cohesive piece. There we go.
Okay.
Another cohesive piece. And then we can even add these in there as well. And then
Okay.
boom, select all that same color and turn it to the same black as the beak. There we go. And then weld that together. There we
Oh,
go.
that looks so much better. Okay.
So now that's cohesive with the beak color as well. I'm gonna select this black, select all the same size and color, nudge it in twice. This eyeball is gonna go 3 times. No, that's twice too. Let me see. Oh, it is 3 times. Okay. Oh, I had moved it over a little more. Push it to the front. So that was a double that we made
Oh, okay.
accidentally. So we're gonna click on it and just delete it.
Gotcha.
Now I'm equal space these. They look like they touching just a little bit. Boom. And then bring this fella. See, it just did it again. Wow. Undo. So your shift and clear the path. Don't it just deletes the stones altogether.
It wasn't doing that. I don't know why it's doing it now. It wasn't doing that.
Hmm. Sometimes things can be solved with just a quick restart of your computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't doing that.
Let me equal space this out just a little more. Not right there. We're going to start it right here. I don't know why those look weird. Equal space. Shift and clear the path. Deletes the whole line. That's crazy.
Deleting that whole line.
We can just go in there, the workaround right now, and just
Okay.
delete it. Uh-oh. Click on the line and then delete it. All right, all right. So now from here, let's do the mock-up first. We're going to highlight the whole thing.
I did that. Mm-hmm.
Go to mock-ups. We're going to hit simulate stones.
I did that. Mm-hmm.
Now you want to choose the style of shirt that you want. The women's burnout shirt for me is kind of thin when it comes to trying to do a design as such as wide as this.
Okay.
So let's go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. I'm just wondering why I say 67445 over here. Let's see here. All right, let's go to. I like using the scoop neck, the women's scoop neck front.
Okay.
I've used them all though. You know, they all got different types of cuts to them to how they hang off the neck or the style of neck or how long they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's just left click on the shirt.
And that's what I did. And that's what I got right there. And I'm like, what the heck?
Okay. So let's see here. Haha.
Okay.
Ah.
What you see?
Ha. Okay. So whoa. Okay. So that's saying that's 0.491 as far in terms of the size of that stone. So somehow this got resized and it is actually really 67 inches, 445 centimeters. So let's control C. No, not control C, control G. Let's group all of this together. We got to resize it back down. Let's go.
That's me not knowing what I'm doing right. I'm just gonna be honest.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's go back because we wanted less than 11 and a half.
Yeah, it was like 13 something when we started.
Okay. Let's see here. That's 12,291. I just want to see something real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to right click on it, ungroup all. All right. And we're going to select the stones. And I believe we were doing SS6s, correct?
SS6s, yes.
So I'm going to select all the same size. That's all the same size right here. And then we're going to change this to SS6 here. And then boom, shakalaka. We're going to hit the replace all stones selected with the size chosen. Boom. And then let's deselect and see what we got. Okay, so that's still, they still kind of tight. So let's go up to the 13. I just wanted to test it at that 12.
Okay.
So the best way to do it is to grab it all. Boom. Group it together. Resize it while it's grouped. If you try to resize it while it's not grouped, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, they're gonna have a mess.
13.202. Are you telling me I ain't group it together? could have swore I control G'd and grouped it together. Okay, there we go. We're going to right click, ungroup all. Oh, look, I didn't group it together. See, look at that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's why it was taking a little longer. Select one, select all of the same size, and let's change it to SS6s here. Let's deselect and see what we got. Let's zoom in, let's see. Okay, that's better. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's better. Where we at? Let's see here. 13.202. Let's go up just a little bit to 13 and a half. So we're going to group this together. And then let's go 13.496. Cool. Right click. You see how quick it did it that time?
Mm-hmm.
And then ungroup all. Let's save our work. All right. Select one. Select all the same size. And then boom. All right. That should be better. There we go.
Yep, it looks good.
Now we got our spacing. So now let's get this in our design. Boom. I'm going to hit Control G to group it all together. And I'm going to hit P. P places it in the center of our workspace here.
Oh, okay.
Now let's change the size of our workspace to 14 by 13 and a half. 14 by 13.5. There we go. So now it fits right in there perfectly. Now you don't need this piece right here anymore because we redid it.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's delete that. Let's delete this square. All right, now we have it. So now when we do our mock-up, it should fit in the center of the shirt. It still may be big because it's 13 and a half inches and it's going, you said it's going on the back?
On the front.
On the front.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The shirt is going to be blue.
All right, let's make this bigger. And then let's make the shirt blue.
Light blue.
I like to use the vinyl. Oh, man. See, now this is what I don't have. Oh, okay. I like it. Oh, that's a lot of colors. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this would drive me nuts. It's like easy weed. Here we go. Man, should have just put it in alphabet. Was it in alphabetical order?
No.
That blue or this blue?
Probably that one. Yep.
All right. Now that's the mock-up. Now we can add a little bling to it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I like to resize my bling. So turn the bling on, add a bling, turn the bling off, and then zoom in and resize that bling because that's a little too much. So just bring it down by the corner here.
Okay.
Now that's a good size right there. And then we're going to take it, grab it from the center where we see the X at,
Mm-hmm.
or the crosshair, and then space bar. It's going to place one, drop one there, space bar, space bar, space bar, space bar, Space bar. So I like putting it close to the edge where the sparkle can overlap the outline. That way it looks better. It looks like it's supposed to be there versus actually putting it like in here where you won't really see it. Like right here. See, I actually put two of them right there, and you can't see none of them because it doesn't reflect off of anything.
Yep.
Two of them there? No, I put one of them there. So versus having it right there versus having it right here on the edge, we can see.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see. So when I get ready to, when I save the file, I just need to I need to group everything together and nudge the stones out, and that will be my thing for my sublimation, right?
right. But no. So uh, you'll go back to page one,
Mm-hmm.
grab them. Let's ungroup it all. Boom. And we're gonna nudge this out. I'm gonna change your nudge to like 20,
Okay.
just to get them all the way over there. I only selected the same color. I meant to select the same size. Boom. Nudge it over. Boom.
Oh, so you selecting the same size to nudge over.
Yeah, that way it selects all the stones.
Okay.
And then what I would do is take this,
Mm-hmm.
copy it, Control C, and open up a new document here. Because if you try to print this, it's going to try to print all four of these pages down here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's open up a new document and then drop it in here, paste. And what I would do is I would name this Marchetta Brown Parrot Sublimation. That way you can just come straight to here and print it straight from here every
Okay.
time. That way you don't have to worry about it trying to, because it's going to try to print this mock-up page, this mock-up page, and this mock-up page. You're gonna be sitting there thinking like, hold on. And I just wasted 3 sheets of sublimation paper because it's gonna print out those mock-up pages.
Okay.
So I like to, whenever I'm doing sublimation, because um, if you're moving fast, you easily forget things, especially if you're rushing, you easily forget, like, okay, let me move this to another page. So there's been times where I'm like, oh, I'm about to print this out. I hit print, boom. I hear the printer start running. I'm like, okay, I got a few errands to run. That'll be done when I get back. I get back and I'm like, it's done printed out a page with this little bird, with this little mock-up right in the center of a 13 by 19 inch page.
Mm-hmm.
This mock-up and this mock-up before it printed out the whole bird.
Gotcha.
So I always start a whole blank document. Sometimes I name it, sometimes I don't. If I'm just printing off a couple, I'll just leave this open and just print directly from this page and then just close it down. That way I don't confuse myself with having two files.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll remember if I want to print it again, I just got to open up a blank printing document. That's what I call it, a blank printing document, just to print this one page here.
So you're printing directly from Coreldraw, not having to save this into your file and then upload it into your printer.
Correct. So when I hit file and print, it's going to bring up it's going to bring up all the printers that I have connected to my computer.
Right.
And then I'll go in there,
choose your printer,
select which one that I want.
Okay.
But then you also have this little wheel right here that you can hit the settings. Oh, what kind of printer you got?
I have an Epson 1500.
15,000. The white one like I do?
15,000, yeah.
Okay. So what you want to do.
And this is a new computer, so I hadn't hooked it up to the printer yet.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Hello. What's going on, man? I got to call you back in about 15 minutes. I'm in the middle of training. All right. All right. Give me a second. All right. Man. All right. We're gonna use this as a short short training as well. So a guy just called me and we fell out of business because I gave him one price, and I write everything down. If I'm giving you a price, I'm writing it down, and then when he came to pick up the apparel, he was like, "Oh, nah, bro, you said this." And I'm like, I got it wrote down right here. Like, this is what your balance is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I found myself going back and forth with this guy in the lobby of my shop. So I was like, man, just go ahead, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just go ahead. And after that, I blocked him. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, we had our price set, Now he just called me. He just called me a year or two later, right? And he was like, yeah, I just wanted to know if I can get some of my files. And I'm sitting up here thinking like,
Wow.
They're not even they're not even your files. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were designs that I did create for you. Like, you know what I mean? But they were never digital files. Yeah, that you can take to somebody else, like, you know what I mean, and then he gonna recreate my work. So now I'm sitting over here in the crosshair of he just called me for files that he don't even own. And the last time I did business with this guy, he didn't even want to pay for the shirts that he owed down on. So I'm like, I don't even want to open that door back up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it'd be one of those, like, this is business, like, you know what I mean, and other business will try to sweep you all the way up under the rug if they can.
Right.
Okay. That was amazing.
Yeah, people is crazy, right?
People are crazy.
People are nuts.
So yeah, I would print. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So do you have the printer set up already?
Yes, it's set up.
Okay, so now you need to go get the actual files. You got the disc that came with it?
I think so. Yeah. I do.
Okay, so if you install that disc, it should come with the driver files and things of that nature, because when I went to your printer right here, it was not there. When I went to print here, it's not set up all the way correctly. Right. So if it didn't come with the disc,
it did. It came with the disc.
Okay. Install that disc so that you can install the 15,000 ET 15,000 software on there. That way you can get to your 13 by 19 inch setup.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So from here, we're gonna. That's the print. Just the print file. Let's go here, and we're gonna highlight. If you're just printing, all we need is the stones. So we'll highlight just the stones, and then do templates, and right click right here on stone. Forgot yours was different. Let me go to TRW Magic Separator. So that's the one you choose, and it breaks it down.
Oh.
And so what I would do is I would merge some of these smaller templates into one. So I would take what kind of cutter you got?
My friend has a Romeo.
A Romeo? Okay, Caesar.
Yes, she's gonna cut it for me.
Okay,
Since it's
so
bigger, because I only have a Cricut cutter.
okay, gotcha. So I'll take this piece right here, and I'm copying it. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
grab this piece right here, and I'm gonna drag it here, and I'm gonna copy it. Boom. Let me put it on this side. That way you can look back at this as a guide. And then
Okay.
I'll probably take this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, and place it right here. And actually, let me move this one. Oh, that's the other piece. So that's the white part to the beak. Okay,
Yes.
and then that's
Okay.
all the black and the black feet. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of this is one color. Okay, cool. So that's one template. Yep. One side is less than, well, if she's cutting it out, she may have the Caesar, I believe, is a 24-inch one.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so uh I will let her what it's called, gang it up so that she can cut it out on the size rhinestone flock that she may have.
Okay.
So when you explain it to her, you'll be like, okay, yeah, girl, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boards.
Mm-hmm.
But Ray said, you'll save on flock if you condense some of these boards down. She may be using 20-inch rhinestone flock that she found online, and she's able to merge 3 or 4 of these into one big template and then cut it out all at once.
Okay. Okay.
So, like this one right here,
Mm-hmm.
this one is the wingspan, so that should be 13 inches,
Mm-hmm.
0.795. You know, if we were
Right.
cutting that out, if we were cutting this out on a Cricut, we would have to move the tail in, and then turn it sideways, and then
Mm-hmm.
we'll be able to fit it. Because if we move the tail in, then it becomes less than 11.7. It's like 11.4. If we move the
Okay.
tail in, turn it sideways, and then we can cut it.
So with these boards, can I, like, when I get ready to save this into the file, will it save into a file, or do we have to print it from here?
No, we can save it.
I can save it into.
Yeah, so we can hit save now, and it'll be saved into this Coreldraw
Mm-hmm.
already. Next time you pull it back up, it'll have this TRW magic separator screen here.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't do, and I'm just different, everything is trial and error. When I say trial and error, just because I don't like to do it a certain way doesn't mean that you can't try it. So essentially you can grab this whole yellow box here, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and export it as a SVG file.
Uh-huh.
And then when she upload it, it'll be an SVG file with this weeding box already around it.
That's what I need. Yep.
Right. But what I like to do is I like to go in there and get just the design. I know it's an extra step, but it makes it cleaner for me. And I'll drag it down here, make a copy. So I'll always make a copy so that way I can refer to this as my guide if I have to look at it to piece it together.
Okay.
But then I'll make my own box around it. That way I can control how tight it is. You see, like all of this, like that's a whole lot of wasted space.
Right.
A whole lot of wasted space. So I'll drag it down, make a copy, and then do my own box. That way, uh, let's right click on the whites. Wow. Oh, why do I? That's zoom. Okay, there we go. Send it to the back, and then we can tailor it and bring it in some. So that way, okay, there we go. Bring it in some. Boom. That way you can get it exactly how you want it. Boom. And that way, you can get it tight if you want to, and you don't waste any vinyl. I mean any rhinestone flock.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just me, because I believe it will cut perfectly like this. But I always control C this box and then control V this box. So now it's two of them. And it's going to, come on, send it to the back. Boom. It's going to cut out two of them.
Okay.
So that it's going to go around that twice to make sure that you really got it weeded out of there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I always say that with a disclaimer, because you may not like it this way. You may cut it one time and be like, nah, I don't like the box. Like, you know what I mean? And decide not to put the box around it and just slice off that little excess vinyl, and put it in your vinyl scraps,
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I put the box around it. Well, most times I put the box around it, especially if 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 I know I can save vinyl. I mean, save rhinestone flock. If it's just a slither, if it's just a half an inch or something that, that's going in the trash anyway. I can't cut on that,
Right.
But if it's more than 2 inches, 2.5 inches, I'll put the box around it, because those strips come in handy.
Okay. And I can actually save it from here and download it into my documents.
Correct. Yep.
As SVG. Gotcha.
And what I would do, this is totally up to you. It would help you with organization if you were to go up here and actually be like, okay, the yellow wings. Yellow wings, black beach, whatever. You know what I mean? Right here for your title.
Many pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to do that. I need to start doing that. Just get more organized.
And it just takes a few more seconds of naming it right then. Naming it right then, hitting save and moving on. Trying to organize a year worth of files becomes cumbersome.
Right.
I've been there, I've been
when you're right.
My first year in, and I was just saving stuff. I took the time and I went in there and I renamed everything, and it's a lifesaver.
Okay. Cool. Lauren, Ray, you a lifesaver.
I do what I do when I can do it.
Man, you know what you're doing. I appreciate you so much.
Well, thank you.
Exactly. You have shown me so much on here, and you can't get it all, you know what I mean, in a group. Sometimes you have to invest in yourself and, yeah. So I appreciate it.
I admit the group can be chaotic at times, especially like we're so far along, we got so many personalities in the group, and everybody, even myself, uses that special chance to throw out that joke here and there, you know what I mean? And to somebody who's like 10 toes down and they're in the software and they're following along with me or whatever, one of those jokes can totally throw off their psyche. Like, you know what I
mean? But you gotta have fun too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you gotta have fun too. You can't just be nail, hammer and nail all the time. You gotta laugh, you gotta have fun, and that's what create community.
Yes.
And so I appreciate the humor.
Yeah, I could. I couldn't learn from a teacher that's and then on page 7.
Mhm.
It
Exactly. Exactly. Crazy.
would feel so robotic.
And it put you to sleep, you know.
Yeah,
So you got to have fun, and then you got to learn. You know, you have a diverse of people and a diverse of attitudes and characters
yeah.
and things like that. So that's what makes America, right? Is we're a
Hmm.
melting pot of all sorts of nationalities. So I mean, it's the same with our group. We're a melting pot. So
Yeah.
yeah. And so I know one time Lola, she kept apologizing because she was asking questions. I'm like, this is the time to ask. Don't apologize because we're all learning here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have to be patient with those who don't know and is learning, as well as those who are well advanced. So we all here to have one common goal, and it's to get the bag. So yeah.
Yeah. I definitely pride myself on going back because I think it was one time Shanine joined and she was like, she had me going over day one stuff, and I was a little flustered, but then I was like, hold on, she's actually playing catch up,
Hmm.
and it's a refresher for other people who might have forgot because that was months ago, you know?
Yeah, because I was like, you guys was like a month and a half, in before I came along.
Right,
And so yeah, I had got left behind there. So I was like even thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I need to, even start back over with him in May, just to, you know what I mean? Just to catch up on what I missed.
right. So with the May class, I'm still putting together the specifics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the May class, it's going to be tied into my YouTube, So everybody that is a exclusive design level member now, they will continue to keep it at that price going forward in the future.
Okay.
In May, on May 1st, I'm changing the price for all new members to $47 monthly,
Mm-hmm.
$47 will encompass the 3 months of training. So 47, 47, 47 for 3 months of training.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be this here, this training that I've done here, but times 10. It's going to be a
Yep.
little more structured, and it's going to be a little more bullet pointed together. This training
Mm-hmm.
right here, I didn't know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
God told me to do it. He told me to do it every day. And by doing it every day, I was able to gain that structure.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That structure that I will then apply to my next class.
Mm-hmm.
And my next class is going to have the people that graduate from this class there as my co-trainers.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
it is I'm using this class as the foundation, and then the next class and the class thereafter, I will have me and co-trainers.
Mm-hmm.
So one night it might be me and Russeline. Another night it might be me and Tanya. Another night it might just be Tanya by herself. And
Mm-hmm.
she's on her. Well, I can't say that. Tanya's already training. Let me use somebody else as an example. It might be Russeline as
Mm-hmm.
her first night where she's doing full training and I'm her backup. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Same way we
Exactly.
do it.
And that's what you're doing. You're building a team, and that's
Yeah.
and that's great. Yeah. You got to have a team. You can't do it all by yourself.
I've been trying for 10 years and I've been so stagnant. It's like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
So when the message came to me to do it every day for free, I didn't know why he was saying that, but
Mm-hmm.
that's why he was saying it, for me to get this understanding of the workflow of how it goes, and to use it as a training for myself to put together a more cohesive class.
Exactly.
And it,
Exactly. We don't ever understand, when God tell us to do something, it seems weird and it seems crazy, it makes no sense to us. And that's how we know it's God, because he always called us to do things that is out of our what should I say, our ability to do.
yeah,
And so that's when you rely on him. Okay, God, you said it. You're going to have to get me through it. And we don't know the purpose in which God is doing some things. But if we just learn to be obedient, well, then God, he is giving us what we need if we just learn to trust him. I
to
think
learn
that's
to
the word I
trust.
need, trust him. If we just trust him, we don't see what he's doing. We don't know what he's doing. But if we learn to trust what he's doing, we'll know that, he's doing some things. He's answering some prayers
Right.
actually that we done prayed and probably forgot we prayed them, but he's actually answering those prayers.
Most
And
definitely.
so yeah, this is definitely your time, your moment, your time to shine. And I'm glad to see you go up, and when you go up, we go up.
Everybody
And
goes up.
everybody goes up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So, and then, and that's the reason why it's so important for us is to boost you and push you, because you're taking us along with you.
Hmm.
And I appreciate that.
It it would have never dawned on me until, this group became what it is, and then it just hit me one day like, hold on, it's bigger than me just teaching them,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then it all started coming together, because I did not know it. I did not
Yeah.
know that. Hold on, not only am I teaching them rhinestones, but I'm teaching them um how to deal with people as I deal with people, like, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
y'all help me to deal with people, so
Mm-hmm.
it's been a training full circle, it's been a full circle training,
Yep.
on both ends, and I commemorate y'all
Yeah.
for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, just know we're here for you. We got your back. Then we ain't gonna let nobody come in there and mess up our good thing. When they messing with you, they messing with us.
Right.
Thank you so much, Ray. You have been, a godsend. So, but you have a restful night. I'll send you. I'll take care of you in a few minutes.
Okay, okay, sweetheart, talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a great one.
All right now.
Bye bye.